blockchain business value, so the business value that can be generated from blockchain technology, taking cryptocurrencies and digital assets totally aside. So we discount Bitcoin, we discount Ethereum and all the others, and we only think about the value that can come to business from this technology. Gartner Research predicts that the value will be 3.1 trillion or more by 2030. So in much of the developed world, our financial institutions, our public infrastructure is good enough. It works. Doesn't mean blockchain can't make it better. But here in Africa, we have some problems that blockchain in particular can potentially help to solve. So how can blockchain potentially solve that problem? What blockchain technology lets us do is it lets us create a decentralized database. And with a decentralized database, what you have is the ability to share and store information, and that's powerful. Why is that powerful? Well, first, with a blockchain-based database, you can't just delete the edit history. So I started to talk about that with this Bitland example. If you live in a country where the government is corrupt, and if the wrong person becomes the chief or the wrong person becomes the mayor or the governor, and they can go ahead and change an entry in a database or change a record in a courthouse and say that your land belongs to their friend, your land ownership is not secure. But with blockchain, with a blockchain-based database, if that chief or that mayor, that governor wanted to go in and change the record, the fact that they changed it would be timestamped. And it would be addressed with their signature that they changed it. And so think about the radical change in transparency that now happens. And so with blockchain technology, you can actually support cooperation and trust among parties who wouldn't otherwise trust each other. And so when you think about two companies that don't necessarily trust each other, two countries or more countries that don't necessarily trust each other, that's where you want to start thinking about using blockchain. So blockchain technology, it's hyped. And it's hyped not just because of the volatile prices of cryptocurrencies. It's hyped because we have some incredibly challenging problems facing our world. And blockchain technology gives us some hope of starting to solve those problems. So Mark Andreessen, a very famous venture capitalist in Silicon Valley, has said, software is eating the world. If you're not a software company, you'd better become a software company, because otherwise some software company is going to come along, eat your margins, and totally disrupt you. But now software companies are worried about being disrupted by decentralized software companies. And so one of the very powerful things is that as blockchain is actively used by consumers here in Africa in a way that it's not being used in the US, because our systems are relatively adequate, there's the opportunity to leapfrog. And what's exciting about that, being here in South Africa, being in Africa, in a continent where blockchain technology is being used today by consumers in their daily lives, just like mobile payments leapfrog the West here in Africa. I think there's tremendous opportunity for blockchain technology to help leapfrog not just payments, but land records, financial services, insurance, supply chain management here in Africa.